The name of the album that's coming out is called Romance al Campesino Porteño. The title is drawn from two of the works that are on the release. One of them is Romance del Campesino by composer Roberto Cole, who's from Mayagüez, Puerto Rico. And the other part of the title is drawn from Estaciones Porteñas, which were written by Astor Piazzolla. So basically trying to do a little bit of play on words on the music. The songs that are recorded represent composers that come from different parts of the Americas. It's kind of drawing from a childhood memory. I lived in a neighborhood in Mayagüez, Puerto Rico, but we traveled a lot to visit my grandmother in San Juan, Puerto Rico. She lived in a neighborhood that was called the Americas, and all of the streets were named after capital cities that were in the Americas. So for example, she lived on Kingston Street. And so even in the album cover, you can see that what we've done is like a little Google Maps version of that area, and you get different spots on the streets where these capitals relate to the composers that are included in the album. When I was young, when we would visit my grandmother, part of my job was to go get some groceries or buy some things, and I was on foot, so I was walking through these corridors with different capital names. And so it's nice to have an album and some recordings that kind of draw from childhood experiences and weave them in from, from what I was experiencing as a kid all the way to some of the musical experiences that I was having as an adult. Bringing that all the way up to this idea of creating an album that right now is kind of the culmination of having been thinking about Puerto Rico because of the hurricanes and the devastation, its political status, its relationship to the United States, and a lot of the things that have emerged over my time living in the mainland United States or away from Puerto Rico, and feeling some nostalgia but also some desire to take some action and put those memories towards something positive, like raising awareness about the island, bringing together music by composers that are iconic from Puerto Rico, but also incorporating new music by composers like Miguel Zenón, who I feel like are taking Puerto Rico's music and Puerto Rico's folkloric history forward and putting it into an album that's kind of a synthesis of childhood memories that are emerging because of this new period in my life where I'm thinking about Puerto Rico a lot and trying to make an effort to give voice to Puerto Rican culture and Puerto Rican community, and recording music that sort of retraced those walked steps and those childhood experiences, and leveraging that into a project that puts it together in a way that deals more with the social issues aspect of it. Romance al Campesino Porteño is out now, and you can download it in different platforms, but I would also encourage all the listeners to go to the Navona Records website, which is linked, and engage with where you can download the album, but also have a nice read of the liner notes and the essays written by Catherine Lawson.